Look at him. He was totally unexpected.
I was always ready. I'm always ready.
Of
I'm ready
course.
for the unexpected.
Mhm. So, beautiful people, you're right. You're not watching a previous episode. This is not a recorded episode. It's
This is live.
Axel wearing the same Christmas, ugly Christmas sweater
It's not
for the
ugly.
for the
It's the
10th
same
time,
beautiful Christmas sweater
for the
along with
10th
the
time
beautiful
in the
Christmas
in
tree.
the in all the history of this podcast. So
You
get
know,
used to it. Get used to it
every
because
episode that I wear this,
mm,
it gives more value to this. And then once we finish 10 seasons, I'm gonna sell it for a
yeah,
thousand dollars.
that will be, yeah, well, yeah. If you put it that
It'll
way,
be a
that may be
collectible
worth something. Yeah, like you
collectible
said.
item.
Yes. And
Anyway,
from what I'm seeing right now, you are still waiting for receive more presents. Under the tree,
hmm
as it happened with the last time we talked about this thing.
yes, we did, but it actually takes 1 month, you know. So
Okay, so
it
you
takes
have to
one
put it.
month. If
Mhm.
you leave your tree 1 month, then it
So,
accumulates enough board game energy to create a board game. It's
exactly.
scientifically proven.
Mhm. Yeah, that's
hmm
why I also did the same thing. You cannot
Yeah,
see it, but yeah, I do the same.
yeah.
I mean, maybe because I actually received a board game on
hmm
Christmas Day, I have to
So it has to
wait.
reset.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
have to receive,
yeah.
but
That's how it works. You have to wait.
I'll wait and see if by next episode, if I still have the three as well, I'll
hmm
receive another one. That will be then. There will not be any more a theory. It will be a fact,
It will be
yeah,
a matter of fact that
scientific
if you
fact.
leave your Christmas tree long enough, a board game
and
shows
then
up.
and then we will become trending,
We'll be
because we
trending.
we have we will have
We're
found
always trending.
the formula of creating board games, pretty much.
hmm
So yeah, yeah.
That
Follow
is true.
us for more advices like this.
Exactly. We know
Yes.
all the secrets.
So without further delays, I would like to introduce you to the father of the ice creams. That is
It's me.
how this is how he wanted to
I
be
am
called from
known.
now on. He's the
you
father of the.
you shall know me
we, we
as
will try, we
the
will
ice
try
cream
to
father,
improve. Yeah, we'll
the
try to
father of the
improve
ice creams, the ice
that
cream
one. Yeah,
father.
he had getting a lot of names throughout all these years, I guess. But
hmm
yeah, we'll always have something new for him. We'll try.
For
Yeah,
sure.
well, until we have something that really fits him, we'll still trying to looking for the perfect nickname.
I love that. I love that.
Adri, thank you for being here as always. Thank you.
Adri,
Great to
you're
see
here.
you again.
I was look at the
Welcome,
comments. Hi,
welcome.
Adri. How are you doing?
So yeah. Anyway, anyhow, another week, another episode, another week with your Christmas tree and your pretty ugly sweater.
Is this turning into the Christmas podcast? No,
Yeah, it's like a
maybe.
series. Yes,
It's
yes,
like a yeah. It's this
yeah.
season is the Christmas season. You should be wearing. You should be on the Christmas spirit as well.
I'm on the winter spirit. This is a
Winter,
panel
winters is
um,
coming.
shirt because it's cold here.
Hmm.
We had a winter storm last week, and
hmm
snow is still there. Now it's becoming ice. You know how it's going.
Yeah.
You know how is it? And all the roads are slippery, very
Yeah. Gotta be
cold.
careful
Yeah,
walking and driving.
but the good thing is that also gives us more time to spend indoors, which
Play some
means more
games.
board games to play with.
That's
The friends
correct.
that risk their lives visiting us, not ours, but at least the people that is visiting us, they are risking their lives for playing board games, and we really appreciate that. So speaking of that, please, father of ice creams, tell us what you have played recently.
Father of ice creams. Father of ice
Yeah.
creams has sad news.
Again?
Father of ice creams has sad
Is this
news
gonna be
for
like
Adri and
you
the
know
audience.
something common from now on?
Yeah, well, Adri was asking, please give the audience good news. And Father of Ice Creams is full of sad news today.
You can share the sad news anyway. Try to. Share something, whatever.
So I did play games. I got together with some friends yesterday on Sunday after work, and the original plan weeks ago was to play Ark Nova physically because we've been playing quite a bit digitally, but we were like, you know what? Let's play physically. And you know what? What an amazing experience to play board game physically. I missed it so much. It's like the cards, it's like it feels so good to hold the cards in your hand and look at the illustrations in the real world and look
Hmm.
at the components and how much space it takes. Oh, it's just the best. We played a three-player Ark Nova game, and I got second place by 4 points. It was sad. It was
Yeah.
sad.
So I just have put down some notes here. So first of all, how is having friends playing board games a sad new? First of all. Second, why Ark Nova? Three, um, if you have playing so many times virtually Ark Nova, how is that possible that you lose the game?
Excellent, excellent questions. All of those, Mr. Mask Maple.
Of
I'll
course, I'm
I'll be
always do
more
that.
than happy to answer all of them.
Okay.
The first question was what? How is it sad news to play
How is
board games? It's not
yes.
sad news. The sad news are relating to the fact that I was hoping that after we played Ark Nova, we were going to play Revive, the game
Okay.
that I shared with you guys last week, and I'm really excited to play. I've read the rules on the morning. I was getting ready so that we could play it, but Ark Nova took too long.
Okay.
Ark Nova took
How
too
long?
long.
How long?
Yes, I'm holding on.
No, I
Oh,
mean,
how long?
how
How
long?
long?
Yes.
3 hours.
Okay. How many
3 hours.
players? Four players?
3 players.
Three players? You
Hmm.
kidding me?
Yeah, but one of them hadn't played the game before.
It's not your fault. I mean, he had
Yeah.
to learn
We had to teach
along the
him,
way.
so we taught him, and he actually won. He won the game. He picks up
Mm,
games really, really quickly. And
that's
he really liked it. But yeah, he did a lot of things very good. He had like
okay.
a snake zoo, and one of the conservation projects was
Okay.
reptiles.
Okay.
So that he had that going for him. And then the reptile partnership conservation project came out, and he also got that one.
Okay.
And he had the archaeologist card, which allows you to cover a bonus on the edge and allow you
Mm-hmm.
to get any other bonus. And he got that from the beginning
Okay.
on the plan map A, which has
Mm-hmm.
like 4 bonuses on the edge. So he got like he unlocked his workers using that action, and I get like 30 coins using that card. Like that was just he had a lot of good things happening to him. So and he played good. He played good, so he definitely deserved to win. But anyway, so that was your first question. The second question
Okay.
was, I think, why Ark Nova? I
Mm-hmm.
mean, it's such an amazing game. There is
For
no
you.
other
Anyway.
reason to not
Mhm.
play it. And then, what was the last one?
That doesn't matter. I
Doesn't
think
matter.
with those answers, I'm satisfied. I mean, I understand
Yeah.
why you consider playing just one game with sad news, and
Yeah.
I get it.
I
I get
really,
it.
you know what? It was like 11 and
Even what?
11 p.m. by the time we finished Ark
Oh, oh
Nova.
jeez.
But
Okay.
I tried to push. I was like, well, you know what? Maybe we could just sneak in another 2 3 hours for
Mm-hmm.
revive. But I
No,
was just
revive. Especially if none of you have played the game before,
yeah.
it will. I mean, if
It's
it took
gonna take a
three
while.
hours for Ark Nova with only one of you,
Yeah,
I
not
mean that.
knowing.
Exactly. Not knowing about the game,
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure revive will take pretty much the same time, if not more. But
yeah. That's what I feared. That's why I was like,
yeah,
yeah.
probably next week we'll
But
see.
they were very happy to they were down to playing it. So, but
Mhm, yeah.
since I'm not sure, I think I might
Keep
not get
saying
together with
that to
them until
yourself. Keep saying that to yourself to feel better.
since since I won't be getting together with the group of friends until middle of February, potentially.
Uh-huh.
So I cannot wait to meet with them to play. Therefore,
till February. Till
No,
February. It's a month.
Haley and I are planning on playing it on Wednesday. We're gonna
Okay,
play on Wednesday.
but not revive.
We're playing Revive.
Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah. So
So
if
you
everything
finally
goes
go.
according to plan, next Monday I'll be able to
You
tell.
promised the same thing last
Share.
week, so please don't
Well,
do
you know
any
what? I have to
promise
keep
that you
up the
don't.
hype.
You are not
I
sure
had
you
to
are
give
not
the
going to.
viewers a reason to come back to watch us every Monday. You
Yeah,
know,
that's the reason why.
of
Yeah, you're
course,
very
of course.
clever. Okay, so I have another question right now. This
Yeah,
is even more important than the previous
mhm.
one that ask you.
Yeah, yeah.
Where's Minerva? Why is not here?
Minerva, Minerva, as you can
Minerva
see, is not present, and that is because she's on a strike. She decided she's not gonna work for the after
for
game night
free,
anymore
for
for
free.
free.
Okay,
She says that her time is very valuable
I
and
agree.
her talent, and
Hmm.
therefore she
I agree.
deserves better compensation.
She has more talent
Unfortunately,
than the
after
both
game
of
night
us.
only has 25 subscribers, and therefore we cannot afford to pay Minerva. But if we get a couple more subscribers, maybe we can
Yeah, you can make it.
rehire
You,
her.
you can make it real, people. Come on. So
Help,
sure, spread the word.
help get Minerva her job back.
If we are having fun, you will have fun. That's for sure. It's like
Exactly,
it's osmosis here.
exactly.
Um, yeah. Well, good, good. At least you played something.
Yeah.
Uh,
What about you? What did you play?
I mean, on the
Oh wait,
I'm
wait.
start. Yeah.
Before I move on, sorry.
Uh-huh. Well,
I've been playing as always games on Board Game Arena, and one
mhm.
of them that I finished was a Sky Team.
Oh, you tried. Have you tried that one before? I don't remember if you said that. No, it was first
No,
time. You crashed the
no, it's
plane.
first time.
You crashed the plane.
We did crash the plane. I
Of
was playing with
course.
Adri.
Of course.
Adri, we
Mm.
tried. I know we crashed the plane. We crashed it because
Ah.
we turned it, we rotated too
Hmm.
much to one side, and
Hmm.
we were
That's
trying
what
to
happened.
do circles, but I guess we weren't allowed to do it.
Mhm.
But
Mhm.
we're trying again, and I feel
Okay.
confident that this time we're
Mhm.
gonna succeed. It's very interesting. I really like it. It's very
Yeah,
unique.
it has its
Very unique.
enchantment. I
It's
agree on
not
that.
complicated.
I would like to play it more because I mean I have only played once.
Yeah.
I feel it like maybe because I learned along the
Mhm.
way.
Yeah.
So probably I should,
Did you
try to
crash the plane
read.
too?
Of course, of course. And we ended
Yeah.
eating, and
It's
we ended eating ourselves virtually. We
oh yeah,
crushed it
you I
on the
remember you told us about it last week. Well, last
yeah.
week we hadn't played it because we had started the game, but we I hadn't taken my turn because I was waiting to actually read the rules and so I could make good decisions. Um
Mm,
but it's kind of like the mind, where you're not allowed to talk, but you need to cooperate
hmm.
and you kind of need to be on the same like mind
So so
thinking.
you're giving some spoilers at this point on.
I am, because
Mm.
today's
Mm.
episode. But before we move on to today's episode, ask
Hmm.
people, what did you play? Did you
On
play more
the
than one game?
Of
Of
course, I
course.
always do. Normally, I mean, I'm the person on this um, podcast that
Hmm.
played the games. I'm
You do
always
play the
playing
games.
gams. Yeah,
I just wear
this
the
is the way.
sweatshirt and put the Christmas tree.
Exactly.
That's who
That's
I
the
am.
balance. Yeah, we have to
Hmm.
find the balance in the force, and this is the way
Yeah.
we do. Um, Woo! This is Raciel joining us
Raciel,
tonight. Yeah, Raciel from the Random People. He's not in person.
Mr. Random Maple.
Hmm. Break a
Mm.
leg.
Break a
Oh,
leg.
your leg? Well,
No,
anyway,
not my leg.
no,
Your
I
own
mean
leg.
my own leg. Yeah, I will do that because I don't want to go to the office tomorrow, so that will be a good excuse.
That'll be a good excuse, hopefully.
Yeah, yeah, I'm thinking of
Unless
that.
you work from home.
Anyway, exactly. Well, anyway,
Anyway.
so yeah, I have played games. We played Friday night. We played for the first time. We tried Kutnahora, one
Kutnahora.
the newest
Oh,
game
check.
from CGE.
CGE. Check
CGE.
Edition
Yes,
games.
sir. Yes, sir. It's such a great game.
It is
Yeah, it
Draw
was.
Euro, right?
I was. I ended the game losing in the very. I mean, I was far behind in the first
Ooh,
place, but I
okay.
like it. I mean, I don't want to put this as an excuse, but normally, whenever I teach a game, I
You lose.
ended losing the game.
Of
I mean,
course.
this is
It's
not an
a
excuse. I should do better, but this is
that's
normally what it happens. Is some
Yeah.
statistics.
You're so
Um,
worried about the rules being applied
ex-
that you forget about
that's
your own
my
strategy.
excuse.
No, no, that's
And
that's a
I know
law.
I'm
It
saying I'm not
happens.
putting excuse, but
It's the
this is what
law
this is
of
what's
the
happening. This
rule
is what's
teacher.
happening. Exactly. This is what happened.
Hmm. Hmm.
And then, yeah, we
Wait,
play Good
what?
Nahor.
How before you move on from Kunahora, how did it feel? Like if you had to compare it to other games,
Mm,
what kind of feeling did it give you?
well, let me see, because you
Because
have,
I don't know much about it. I just remember seeing the news about it on SN,
yeah.
and that's it.
So basically, you have a hand of cards, and these cards have two possible actions, and you
Hmm.
decide how to play those cards. And the
Yep.
way you play those cards is because you're trying to do certain actions, like exploring mines,
Hmm.
um, getting some rights to build some buildings,
Yep.
build some levels on the cathedral. So the actions that you perform are are in the cards that you have available in your hand. So
Hmm.
you are pretty much trying to create a mechanism. And this is, I remember a game, but I don't know exactly which one that has the same mechanic, that you have the option to play the card, and the actions that you are going to perform are based on the cards. And this is, but what I'm trying to say is, I don't remember a game that has everything put it on together on this, like in this game.
Mm. Okay, what's at its core? Is it worker placement or set
No,
collection?
no. It's resource management,
Okay.
because you have to. Oh well, but this is very interesting, because every time you, like say for instance, you explore the mines and you get resources from the
Hmm.
mines, all the metal, I don't know, it's ore, I don't know what the name of the metal is, but this metal,
Isn't it silver?
now isn't
No.
silver, it's another thing.
Okay. Sure.
That particular material
Hmm.
lowers its price. So
Mm.
because you have more in this, like offer and demand, basically.
Yep.
So you have to increase the population somehow to then, increase the demand for certain product, beer, metal, wood, etc. So all the
Yep.
materials are always changing price.
So there's a market.
It's amazing. It's amazing the way
That
it
sounds cool.
works. Yeah, no, it's really cool. I feel that I really wanted to play it again. So that was on Friday, and it took us like three hours and a half, maybe,
Hmm.
to, because none of us have ever played the game before. So that's
Yep.
why it took so long. I totally understand that. But then we were very lucky, because our friends decided to come back again on Saturday night, and we played again, which made me
Nice.
very happy. Yes.
Two
So
game nights in a row. That's
yeah,
a
exactly.
dream.
It was great. It was great. So we played on Saturday night. We played first one of my favorite games ever, which is Ark. No, sorry, no.
Ark Nova.
Lost. No. Lost Reigns of
Lost
Arnak.
Reigns of Arnak.
Arnak. Yeah.
Arnak.
We played the base game because it was the first time. We played with my friends, and I
Hmm.
I know I always try to. Well, but when I see that some games is easy to introduce the games with all the expansions,
Yeah.
but in this case, I think that it would be better just to have the base game and try to find it out. And yeah, it was a great experience. I like that, the fact that my friends are now more like into this kind of games.
Yeah. That's a. I mean,
Yeah, no, it's
it's
really
a
nice.
medium.
Yeah, it's a medium one.
Medium
Yeah,
for
yeah.
sure. A solid medium
And it was a really
difficulty.
close game. I ended winning the game because I really know. I mean, I think
You know the
I have
secrets.
I have
Masking
some
Leaf was a
experience.
professional Lost Rings of Arnak
and
player.
I
He
think and
gets
I
paid
think
by CGE.
but I think those kind of games, in my opinion,
Mm-hmm.
if you have played like some games in the past, at least you are not starting from zero, and you
Yeah.
have an idea how
You
to
have
play it,
experience.
what is the best way, or what are the best paths
That's
to
correct.
follow. So I think I had an
Correct.
advantage, and I
Yeah.
exploited it,
You
because
definitely had an
I
advantage.
yeah, exactly. And at this point, I don't want to try to um, you know be easy with my friends anymore. It's just merciless, merciless. Yeah, I
Perfect.
decided I kicked their asses, and
You
then
kicked their asses.
we played with the latest expansion of Canvas, the latest one, the third one,
Canvas.
the second one. Um, and this is because in the past we have played the base game with the first expansion, so I think it would be a good time to introduce the expansion that I received a couple of weeks ago, and yeah, it was great. I mean, the thing that I like of Canvas, I mean, first impressions was the
Hmm.
art. The components, the aesthetics are fantastic, are amazing, but
Yeah.
the base game alone, I think it's just like okay. With the first expansion, I feel it like okay, I like it a little bit more, and now with this second expansion, it's like okay, I really like the game. It's not one of my
Interesting.
favorites. It is not going to be one
Even
of
with
my favorites.
expansions, is not one of your favorites.
No, but I like it, and I like it more, and I'm happy of that because I really wanted to like it more. So because of that, I feel it like okay, we're good. We are good, Camas. We're
Mm.
in peace. And yeah, we played that. And on Sunday, we finally it was our family playing one of the this is the newest game from Rebel Studios, Mlem. I don't know. It's the game with the astronaut cats. It's from Rebel Studio. I'll show you later.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
No,
Very
this is
good. Very
from
good.
Rainer Knizia. It's a Rainer Knizia game.
Doctor Reiner, can you see?
Dr. Rainer Knizia game.
Damn.
It's quite fun. I mean, we played before the game itself has the base game and a couple of modules. Yeah, that
Lem.
I did put it in. I don't know how to
Lem.
pronounce
Thank you, Adri.
Mlem.
You're
Mlem.
always
I
an
know. I pronounce it
encyclopedia of
right.
working
Come on,
knowledge.
I pronounce it right, or I tried.
Lem.
I tried.
Lem. Yes, of
But
course.
it's about the cats, space cats, that are trying to
Space
colonize
cats.
moons and planets. And this is a push your luck game.
Mm.
So
Okay.
in this push your luck game, you're throwing dice, and then based on the result, every location needs certain dice phase to advance more into the space. And every time you land or you stop in one of the planets or moons,
Mhm.
every passenger in the ship will decide if they wanted to stop right there and earn some points for majorities or just for being the first cat to visit the moon. And
Mhm.
then you accumulate points from planets and moons and for certain tiles, etc. So it's really nice.
Mhm.
It seems simple, and it's simple. The gameplay is simple because you only throw dice and push your luck and decided if you want to advance more or not. But
Yep.
the thing that you have different is not like plain um, tiles, cat tiles on your board,
Mhm.
but that you have multiple choices from to put those cats into the ship, and those cats that you put in the ship have different abilities. That's something that really makes it more interesting for me. So
Mm.
we played before just the base game, then we included one model, two models, and then another great fact from Madrid. This is the first Rebel game that is on BGA. So it's
Mhm.
BGA. So we should try it. I didn't
Everything is
know
on
that.
BJ. I love that.
I didn't know about that. But yeah, well, it's in
Mm.
BGA, which is I would like to see how it works
In
in
BJ.
BGA. Yeah,
Yeah, sometimes
but
the lighter games
mhm,
are not as good
yeah,
online.
probably. Ah,
But we can
yeah,
try.
yeah, we could try. We could
Let's
try
do it.
definitely. And yeah, that's what we have played recently. As you can
So quite a
see,
bit of games.
we have
I
played
mean, you
more
had
than
two
you.
game nights, so it makes sense.
Yeah, three. Well, two and a half because the last game Lem
Hmm.
we played on yesterday afternoon. So yeah, it was a
Mm.
really
Successful week.
War gaming weekend.
That is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
That is
It is.
great.
Ah, I feel tired already. Yeah, let's finish the episode right now. Yeah,
You were busy on the weekend.
yeah. Sorry about that.
I think we can move on to the main event,
Main
which
event, the
is
main dish. Oh my
the
God, it's
main dish.
traveling here. An earthquake.
Today
Oh my
we're gonna
God.
be talking. Last week we talked about our favorite games from Stonemaier Games publisher. This week you guys voted for Pandasaurus games, and we're gonna deliver. I gotta say,
Somehow.
we're gonna deliver somehow. I have
Mhm.
played um 7 of their games or 8 of their games. So
Okay, so
I think you have played quite a bit more.
you have carnita from where you can choose.
Exactly. I have some games because I try to. I mean, there are some games I'm excited to try, but I don't want to rank them if I haven't played them. One of
Wow,
them, for example, is The Wolves, which I know it's on Board Game Arena, so we need to play it.
you haven't played the
We haven't
world.
played. Well, you guys don't start a table. Start a table with me.
How do you want us to start a table if we don't know this information? You know,
Well,
so
now you do.
now I do.
Now
So
you do.
yeah, and
But
so after we
yeah, I
finish this,
definitely want to try,
I will create a table for you, especially for you. But
especially
if I can put a name on the table, you know what
it'll
I'll
be
use it.
it'll
It's
be
the
the
table for the
ice cream father.
exactly yes
The ice cream
exactly.
father.
Okay, so
Um,
let's go to the
let's
main event.
let's get to it.
Let's go get the
Do you
carnita
wanna get
of the
started,
table.
Mr. Mask Meeple?
Of course I will, and you know why? Because um, I already have before. I think this was one of the first times that I had everything ready before we start the episode.
I
So
always have everything ready.
I'm proud of myself. So yeah, I'm gonna start sharing what. So yeah, let's get started. And I think I have the games that I have from Pandasaurus. The last week I said that there is no probably not in specific order. It's just like the top 5 games that I like the most from
Hmm.
Sunmeyer.
Hmm.
But I think in this
There is an
occasion
order.
I have an order. So I'll put
Good,
it from the top,
good.
yeah, from number 5 to yeah, moving on. So yeah, let's
Moving
get
on.
started. So my number 5, it's a
Number
game that
five.
it was released last year, and it is not originally of the publisher. I mean, they are sharing the game with another publisher,
Mm-hmm.
and it's Sea Salt and
It's
Paper.
out on paper.
Sea Salt and Paper, yes sir. Sea
Damn.
Salt and Paper.
From
This
last
is
year. No, 2 years
yes.
ago.
It's 2000. I mean, let's see what it says. 2020. Okay, okay. 2022. I didn't know.
2 years ago.
I just learned that this game existed last year, so that's what I said it was from last year. Anyhow, so yeah.
Anyhow.
Anyway, so
It
yeah,
looks
we
pretty
have.
simple.
It's very simple to play. It's just a set collection game,
Okay.
but it has a trick because every time you have only 2 options in the game. You can either take the top card from the deck or choose from the 2 discard piles
Yep.
that are or should be always present in the game, and
Mm-hmm.
then just try to create the best hand you have. You can, sorry,
Also,
and
it seems
then
pretty fast.
yeah, it's pretty fast, and
I
it's
remember
just a
last time you
race.
talked about it, you said that the pictures are actual physical origami
I know,
creatures.
and they
That's
are.
pretty amazing.
It's amazing. So there was a dedicated artist that created all these beautiful images. Let me show you in a close up.
Damn.
You'll see. So it's, I mean, how you can create these animals here? Come on.
Those are pretty
Graciela,
amazing.
hold on. We haven't shared everything yet. So hold on. Hold your horses. We are talking about this game in
Adri,
particular.
Adri is asking why I haven't played it. Well, apparently I haven't played anything.
Exactly.
I only
Apparently.
play Ark
So
Nova with
how you have
one
a
with me.
podcast where you're sharing your board gaming experiences without playing anything?
I share my Ark Nova knowledge
Yeah, yeah. We
of
should
losing.
rename this podcast then the Arc Nova Podcast.
The Ark Nova father of ice creams.
Well, so yeah, like I said, it's a pretty fat game. It's a race game also because you are competing to reach certain
Is
number
this
of
a two-player
points.
game?
No, you can play up to 4 players. Let's see. Let's see. Let's go back a little bit. Four
Four.
players. Yes, I was wrong.
Very
So it's
good,
up
very
to
good.
4 players, and depends on the number of players is the number of points that you have to reach in order to win the game.
Very
So
nice.
I really like the game because
Uh,
it's not only a game where you are. It's not Sushi Go. I don't have anything against Sushi
against.
Go. That was one of my first game I played with set collection mechanic, but this is
But
something else. And you know who is the designer of this game?
who?
Bruno Catala.
Mr. Cyclids.
Bruno Catala. So
Mr. Cyclids.
it's guaranteed,
See,
guaranteed.
Adri is bullying me on the chat. She's like, "Did you even board game?" And she's
Do
reminding me
you
that it's on
working?
BG. Well, that's what I'm saying. You guys don't open tables with me. What do you want to me to open a table by myself?
Of course, and then send invites.
Send
This is how
invites.
this is
Okay.
how you show
Well, yeah,
this is how you show interest in keep
I
learning,
do,
keep
but you know
knowing.
what? I'm not a premium member, so I don't have access to all these alpha games.
This is not
Sad.
an alpha games. You're just putting excuses. Anyway,
Anyway,
anyway, anyway, anyway. So yeah, Bruno Catala
maybe.
wrote this game, and this is amazing because um, Bruno Catala is one of my favorite designer ever. You know that we mentioned that in our episode about designers.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, yeah, I mean, absolutely a hit. This is a very also it's just a card game, very portable. It's just this size box, and you can play it everywhere.
It fits in your pocket.
It's in your pocket. You can play it anywhere, and it's a lot of
And then-
fun. You can play
Great.
it even with players that don't play games regularly.
Non gamers.
No, and I just want to mention this one as well because this is the game I teached on the last GameCon. So I was the
You did.
master of the sea salt and paper.
You were the master.
The master of the seas.
Masked master.
Yes. So anyway,
Impressive.
this is my number five. This is my number
Excellent.
five, and
Very
I would
good.
like to put it even higher on the top, but this is what I have for now. So, master of this. I don't want to. I don't want to get engaged with this guy.
Others
Let's
says that
say.
I should stop playing Ark Nova. Maybe she's right. I suck. I'm
Mhm.
terrible.
Yeah, yeah. The
I
worst part is
yeah.
you're playing so much and you're still losing.
Well, I feel like I just get worse and worse, you know. And the more I play, the worse I get. But anyway, my
Yeah,
number five
yeah.
is not Ark Nova.
It's
And it's
not
actually
a-
also a quick card game from
oh,
Pandasaurus game that a
okay.
lot of people say that it's not a game,
It's not
but
a game. Okay.
it's an experience, or I don't remember what they used to call it.
Let me see.
It's
Let me see. Let me
called
guess. Let me guess.
yeah. You tell it.
No, tell us.
You
Tell us.
tell it.
It's the mind.
It is the mind.
Of course, it's the
It is the
mind.
mind.
I read your mind
You read my
because
mind, so did you
this is
know
what the game is about. Reading
exactly?
minds,
It is a game that consists of 100 cards that go from 1 to 100, and that's it.
and that's it. Yes.
There's a couple other cards, like 10 other cards, but they don't count. All you have to do in the game
Mhm.
is play the cards in ascending order with
Yes.
your other teammates. This is a cooperative game. But if somebody plays a card that was supposed to that goes
In an
if
incorrect
somebody
order.
plays a card out of order, then you
Mhm.
lose a life and you have to try again. And you go in levels. So level one, everyone has one card to play. You complete the level once everybody has played their cards. Level two, you have two cards. Level three, so it gets harder because now you have more cards. You have to try to guess or I don't know, communicate with your minds to play them in
Exactly.
certain order.
That's why the game is called the mind. Because you have
Exactly,
to read minds of
your teammates.
your teammates. Yes. And let me ask you this: how far you have advanced in this game? What is the highest level you have reached in this game?
Um, I think I've only gone to like level 10.
10?
10.
No, with two players?
Two players,
Of
10.
course, yeah. I mean that
Of
makes sense,
course.
maybe. And it
Yes.
wasn't with your wife. What a shame. So you were,
It was with my brother,
of course.
with the boss of the ice cream fathers.
Really, if you are listening this podcast, I mean, there is no excuses that your your husband is not reading your mind. Ah,
We
he
read each
doesn't know
other.
how you read your mind. I mean,
Hmm.
although you know how to read his mind, you know.
Oh yeah.
Uh,
Yep.
whoa. Okay. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I really like it. I think it's different, very unique game
Mhm.
that, as you said, with the other one, it's very easy to invite non-gamers to try it out.
Yeah.
It's
I,
kind
I,
of
ha-
is
I
it 4 players? I think it's I gotta say it's weird that I think the max amount is 4 players.
let's see.
Let me see.
It's four
Yeah, I
players.
mean it feels like it should
Mhm.
be I think you can, right? Is there a reason why you cannot do more?
I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Maybe number of. I don't know.
It
Good
should be
question.
fine. I mean, if you plan on doing like up to level 5 or things like that, then I think more players should be
You
fine.
know what? Create a game, a card game.
200 cards.
Yeah. of the
They mind the expansion.
of the 10 players.
Yeah,
Yeah, it has an expansion, I guess, right?
it
Or is a
does.
different
The mind
standalone game?
extreme or something like that.
I think so. I don't know if that's
I
a
haven't played that one.
standalone game or an expansion. Um, I have to confess that I had my reserves on this game when
Yeah,
I
yeah.
first received because for me it was like, is that it? Is that it?
Yeah, there's a magical moment when everything works out and you're like, you feel fuzzy inside. You're like, oh
Aha!
yes,
Yeah, yeah,
we did
agree,
it. We're connected. But yeah,
agree, agree on that part because and it was interesting because when we played with 4 players, the experience was even better. I don't
yeah.
know if
Well,
that
it's
makes
kind of
sense.
mind blowing that you can each other synergize on waiting. You know, like okay,
Yeah.
after a certain amount of waiting, it's my turn. If I have a very high card, then I don't even try. You know, kind of
hmm
like that. But
hmm
yeah,
Yeah.
the mine
Yeah.
number 5
Okay. Okay. Good. Good. Perfect.
to
So
number 4.
number 4. So let's move to the number 4. Yeah, number 4 is a game that I like it because I like combos. I like to make combos, and this
Combos.
is the game when from Pandasaurus that I know. I don't know if this is the only one that you can create like crazy combos, but this is the
Crazy
one that
combos.
I personally
Wild
enjoy
space.
to create such combos. Wild
Ah,
Space. What a
okay.
good game! I love the game. I really love
Yeah.
it, and I love it because
Why is it number 4?
there are some other games that I love more.
You love
That's the
more.
only explanation. I mean,
Fair enough. Fair
but
enough.
I really love the game. I love the game because and the thing I think I didn't put it higher in the ranking is because
Hmm.
I have at some point the hope that this game at some point has an expansion. Whatever
They
you
haven't
can
come out
give
with an
me,
expansion.
something. Yeah, I'm positive it will have any expansion. But I really wish because at this point the game itself it's for me it's really nice the mechanics are amazing but
Hmm.
still it has something that could be improved not improved but maybe give me something else delivers anything like add something to the game maybe new locations
Mm,
new species new robots whatever
yeah.
but something
When
so
did the game come out?
no let's ask our friend bgg it was in 2020.
Well, it's been a while, so they should be thinking
Oh,
of an expansion.
you cannot say it's been a while for years ago, but yeah. No,
3 years ago? That was
or
so long ago.
yeah. Anyway.
I started Dados and Amigos in 2020.
No, it's been a while then.
It's been a while.
It's been a while then.
uh,
Woo!
anyway,
Woo!
that looks cool. I gotta
Have you
say, it
played the
looks
game?
very simple. No, I
Of
have not.
of
It
course
didn't
not. Of
catch my
course not.
attention because it
I
looked too
will be
simple.
surprised. I will be surprised if you
It,
did.
it looked it didn't catch my attention, but when you talk about the combos and how much you like it, I
Mhm.
am excited to give it a try for sure.
Yep. Um, and the way it works is very simple. You have cards that you are trying to play,
Mhm.
and you are trying to get turns when you can play like a bunch of cards just because you have the right combination at the exact right moment. So
Okay.
probably sometimes you will not be able to play as many cards as you wish, and you will just ending playing one, which will be a very bad turn. But at the beginning, I think that's okay because most probably you don't have the card you needed at the beginning of the game. But as the
To
game
make the
progresses,
combos.
if you play just one card, for me is because you are playing poorly. And you
Hmm.
should do better.
You
Come
should be
on,
thinking ahead.
come on, come on,
Big brain.
you should do. You should try to do better, and
Do better, people.
do better. And
Play better.
I'm I'm very sad that this game when this game was released, I guess
Hmm.
maybe uh, they had like a deluxe components for these
Hmm.
little ships
Yeah,
and they don't
plastic
have
or
them
wood.
anymore. They don't have it. And these are wood pieces,
Oh,
but they were like plastic deluxe.
miniatures.
Yeah, I don't know if miniatures, but they were like different type of ships for every color, and I really like it because I really like the game and I wanted to get them. And when I asked for them, they was like, no, chavo, they are not
No,
produced
chavo,
anymore. No, chavo, they are not produced anymore. You're
you
like,
crazy. Those are exclusive for
yeah,
best lines.
and you couldn't even find it in the
There's no pictures of
under
them. They
yeah
were like, "You're crazy. They don't exist."
the underground and the underworld like Etsy or
Maybe you
places
can,
like
yeah, maybe you can. It's
that.
they're
Anyway, it is.
Kickstarter exclusive.
I don't know if this was. I don't think there wasn't a Kickstarter because
Pandasaurus exclusive.
yeah, it's Pandasaurus retail something exclusive. I don't know.
Very nice.
So if any one of you ever have the
The
deluxe
hidden chips.
components for this game,
Contact
just
Master Maple.
contact me. I will pay you whatever you ask for.
He'll
I'll
add as
not
many
make you
zeros
mad.
as he takes.
Yes. Well, look at this. It's quite nice. Also, I like the art. It's really nice. Very clever.
Very
Space
good.
animals.
Well,
Let's go back to the
is this one
space
on
thing.
BGA? Adri, is
It
this one
is
on
not.
BGA?
It's not. It's not. It's not.
Sad.
It's not in the VGA, right, Adri? Just go
Sadness.
to confirm.
Sadness. Okay.
Mhm.
Let's go
Anyway,
with my number four.
let's move to your number four.
My number four is from
Mhm.
renowned designer of the game that you have in your wall, Lady Elizabeth Hargrave.
Okay. Mhm.
And the game that we're talking about is about wild dogs.
Wild dogs?
The the history of
Ah,
how
they are
dogs
not dogs.
came
Come
to
on, they're
be.
not dogs. You're
Yes,
crazy. They're
the
not.
first dogs. The game should be called the first dogs.
How to
The
create
evolution
dogs?
of dogs.
how
Um,
to create how to create ducks. That should be the name of the game. Yeah, let me
yeah, it's
share.
called
Let me share with the
the
audience what we're
Fox
talking about
Experiment.
before you. Yeah, exactly.
No, I ruined it. Yeah, it's a game
Mhm,
about
mhm.
how humans went about training
Oh,
wolves
look at
to
these
become
vehicles.
dogs.
Mhm.
We got to play this game in one of the live streams, Dados Amigos, and I really enjoyed it. I really did enjoy it. I think
Yeah.
it's very cool how uh, your first breeding of dogs, you get to pass on the traits to the next, to their offspring, and then, those traits get passed on and so on, and then you're trying to get victory points based on that. Um,
Mhm,
I mean,
mhm.
just it's a very pretty game with all the different dice
The dice, yes.
and the all the
Meatballs.
colors and the
The
meeples.
the wolf people. I don't know how
Yeah,
to.
it was sad to play online, but I think it will be a cool game
Yep.
to have in your
Production is
collection.
amazing. You look at this. Yeah, as always, I always think that Pandasaurus had one of the greatest productions
Yeah.
in the industry, and this is not
Mm.
because well, I will
Okay.
save my comments to the very end.
Okay.
But
Disclaimers.
but
Disclaimers.
but
Masky Maple is works for Pandasaurus Games.
and insert. I mean, somehow
Insert his
I don't want
employee
to
ID
spoil. I
here.
don't want to spoil anything.
Okay. Yeah, so I
Mhm.
really liked my experience with the Fox experiment. I think if I had it in my
Mhm.
collection, then maybe it would be higher up in my rank. But
So
the one
that's the
time I played
reason
it
because you have
was good.
you have some angry within you
I have
like
an empty
why I
spot
don't
in my
have this
shelf.
game, so that's why I rank it bad.
It's because I have
Ah.
an empty spot in my shelf.
Mhm. Yeah, Audrey, you have a point. That's
You
what
had
we
the
are
right
looking
idea.
for. Yeah, that's what we are trying to sponsor of the game of Pandasaurus. Yes,
Yes,
please.
please.
Yes, we'll do our best. We already
We
do, but
always do our best.
we'll do it better. We
We'll
promise.
do better. We'll bring Minerva.
Yeah, exactly. Minerva will come
Minerva
back
could be
if
sitting here
exactly. Yes.
posing for all you beautiful people.
Mhm. So yeah, I like the game, but spoiler alert, I don't have it in my top five. Oh, I know, crazy, isn't it?
Crazy
But
people.
but the thing is not on my top five is because I have another game about this.
Dwells.
You ruined the surprise already. Ah,
Foxes. I mean,
the,
foxes.
the thing is that you don't know how high in the ranking is the game. So
Ah,
I'll
that's
go
true.
to my
It's a
number
secret.
three and we'll find out if this is the number three. It's like uh, let's find out if you can
If
know
I can
what's my
guess it.
my number. Yeah, you can guess it.
Your number three is the mind.
No, you're not reading minds again. You're doing
Number
terrible
three
once
is After
again.
Us.
No, strangely, no, no.
Number three is
You're
Broom.
going to start going through all the list of games. One of those should be.
Wingspan.
Nah, well, I'll share it with you anyway. The loop,
The Loop?
the
What?
loop. Yes,
I have not
sir.
played that one either.
One more.
One more.
One
I haven't
more.
played any game in your
Yeah.
list.
So this is why we're doing this
Okay, so what
podcast
are you doing
for
on this
you to
game? I
learn
never
about.
really understood what you're doing on this one.
For you to learn about games. This is why we are doing this
Podcast.
podcast. Yes, we're doing this because you are part of the
Because of me.
podcast, but you are doing this because
I'm a
you are
viewer.
learning. Exactly, exactly. You're exactly. And sadly, is that I learned that you never watch our episodes. Our after we finish the
What?
we'll
How
talk
do you
about
know
that
that?
later. Well, we'll talk about
We'll
that
chat.
issue
That'll be a
later.
different episode.
So anyway, the loop. The loop is a game. It's a cooperative. Surprise! It's a cooperative game, and it's a deck building game somehow where you are trying to uh, avoid. I don't know what's the name of this mad scientist that trying to. It's traveling time
Doctor Strange.
and yeah, doctor something. Maybe Adri knows because she knows everything
Adri
about
knows
games.
everything.
Uh-huh. But this mad scientist is having a traveling through time and trying to mess up with the civilization and everything that the humankind is trying to, doing throughout history.
Yep.
And your objective is trying to stop him. You are to stop him. Um, Probably address right now. Google the name of the mad
It's
scientist
Doctor
and
Loop.
Doctor Luke. Let's put it that way.
Doctor Fruit Loops.
Doctor Choco Crispies
Doctor
also.
Choco Crispies.
And yeah,
Oh,
the production
good.
is amazing as always. You have this
Tower.
tower is not a dice tower. I will Dr. Fox. Thank you,
Of
Adri. I
course,
know you
Adri.
Google it. It's
You're
not
amazing.
possible that you had it in your mind. And even when you put it in the question mark, I know you Google it, and it's fine. We'll get it. So that's okay.
It's amazing.
It's amazing.
She's full
So
of information.
yeah, I know, right? And yeah, you have like this tower, dice tower alike, but it's not a dice because you
Hmm.
are not
Yep.
throwing dice here.
You're
You're
throwing
throwing
cubes.
these little gems, green and red gems, cubes.
Cubes.
Yeah, cube gems, whatever. And depending on what where those cubes are, at the end
Falling.
where those cubes end, then you have to get rid of those cubes from the locations.
Okay.
Um, and you're doing that with your deck of cards. You can improve your deck of cards and try to work with your teammates to frustrate the plans or evil Dr. Fox
Dr.
and
Fox.
Dr. Fox.
Dr.
It's
Fox.
very interesting. Audience, that I'm not into cooperative game. I'm a sadistic player. I
He
always
likes
love
violence.
conflict. I always love to, uh, especially with guys like Raciel that is in the chat right now. I love to beat his ass, but sometimes there is a game that comes to the table, and I just enjoy the way it plays. It's really nice.
Mm.
It's very clever the way you can just try to. It also the tension. You can feel the tension every turn. Like, oh my god, we are out of time. We have to get rid of this because
Hmm.
it's like we have only played a two-player game. Let me see if you can play it even. Let's see if we can play it. Yeah, 1 to 4 players. It will be very interesting to play in a higher count.
Hmm.
But yeah, the time I played at 2 players, I really like it. That's why I put it on. And I honestly put it in number three because for me it was a huge surprise to have a cooperative game in the top five. So that's why I put
Mhm.
it in the top three. I never will put a cooperative game on any number one on any top, but this is the
What are you
highest.
talking about?
This is the highest that I could put
How's
it
that even
again.
possible?
Yeah. Oh yeah, why not? Yeah, you have it. Yeah, you got it. Let's try that. Raciel is inviting me to play it in the one local convention that I will probably attend in March. But yeah,
Nice.
we'll talk about that later. So yeah, that's my number three. What about you? Let's move on.
My number three. My
Hmm.
number three is an abstract game where you're all trying to complete paths, and
Hmm.
you
Hmm.
are bidding for the
Hmm.
majority to have the majority of presence
Hmm.
in those paths.
Okay.
Yeah, it's called
And let
Umbra.
me let me read your mind. I will do a better job that you're doing right now.
What is it?
Let
What
me
is it?
see. That time you killed me.
No, it is not. It's
No.
called Arc Nova.
You son of a.
No, no, no. Okay, okay, okay. It's
Mhm.
Umbra Via. Umbra Via.
Umbravia?
Umbra
Really?
Via. Yeah, boy. Write it down. Put it on your
Yeah,
notes.
I have never played that
It's
one.
an
Surprise!
amazing game
Surprise!
from Pandasaurus
Something that
Games.
you have played that I have not.
It
Surprise!
is an abstract
Hmm.
game where you're using your flowers
I had
to
to get the right to say that right there. Yeah, it could be. Let's see what
to
it's
bid
about. Uh-huh.
on the tiles, and then whoever bid the most on the tiles is going to be able to place the tile, and you're trying to compete for majority on the path. So whoever has the most on the tile will be placing the tile, and therefore having a decision on where in which path to add the tile.
So ticket to ride. No, no,
Yeah, nah, not really. I guess you're making paths, but you don't have to go anywhere really. Whenever a path is completed, so whenever you cannot add anything else to the path, that's when you cash in the tiles and you see who has the majority in it, and you get points based on that. I like bidding games, and this has that, and it has that weird area majority where you're trying to have the most um, flowers on the path,
there are flowers.
know what other people want. So it's very interesting.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, Minerva ate one of the flowers. That was
Good. So you have it.
but
You have it. Do you have it, the game? I mean,
I do. I have the
yeah.
game physically.
Wow.
Very
Two
nice.
surprises in
Thank
this for
you.
this game.
Thank you.
First is you
I
have
got it for
played a
my
game and I
I
have
got it for
not.
my I got it for my birthday 2 years ago during Gen Con. Thank you.
Okay. Good. 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 Good.
Yes. Yep.
And you know what? Just because I have a proud, I mean, I'm trying to get something. Like I'm a very jealous person. So now that you mentioned, now I want it. I'll
You
try to
won, of
get it.
course.
Yeah, I want it. Just because you have it and I'm not.
Oh yeah, Umbra Via.
Umbra Via. Okay, I'll take a look. Yeah, definitely.
It's
Why
a
not?
very interesting abstract game.
Why
My
not?
number
When
three.
it was released 3 years ago.
I got
No,
it
2.5
exactly when
years.
it was released. It was
Uh,
coming out of the printing open, and I got it with
what
like
what
it was coming in hot.
what with the ranking? What with the ranking? You think
It's
you
six
think
point
it's
five out
better?
of seven. This one is out of seven, not out of 10.
Uh-huh, of course.
Yeah,
Yes.
there's a
Keep
glitch
keep lying to
industry.
yourself. Okay. There you go. Okay. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. So my number two, it's a game that I would like to play more. I have played like maybe 4 times,
Four
yes.
times.
Which is a
Ticket to
good
Ride.
number. No. No, I'm sorry. We're live. And no, it's a game that when it was released, I told myself, "What the heck is this game about?"
What
Or
the heck?
how you can put this thing into a board game and surprise you. It's really nice. It's really nice. I like it, and it's Skate Summer.
Skate Summer. Oh my
Skate
goodness.
Summer. Skate Summer is my number two
Can't believe it.
Pandasaurus game. Yes, sir.
Wow.
And you know what?
What are you doing on Skate Summer?
because in Skate Summer, you're a skater.
You're a
Surprise.
skater?
You're a skater, an urban skater. And you are playing cards, trick cards from your hand. And what you're trying to do with those cards is kind at the beginning, the first phase of the game is a push your luck
Mm-hmm,
game
mm-hmm,
because when you're playing cards, one of the players is throwing dice, and then based on the number of these. Let me show you this boost or
uh,
whatever energy, whatever
Sparks.
sparks. So this is
Sparks.
your board. This is your board, and you can get off
Lightning.
balance. So you can go to the
You can
far right
fall.
or the far left, right?
Ah,
And then
okay,
if
okay.
you end it in one of the two far corners or far
You fall. You die.
right, pretty much, or
You die.
you have a very bad injury
Oh, you
because you
break a
fall
leg.
down.
You
You
break a
fall
leg
down,
like Brazil
basically.
wanted you to break
Yeah,
a leg.
basically. And yeah, so once you have you decided to stop playing cards. I mean,
Mm-hmm,
it's a reward, or you have a reward, a bigger reward if you keep playing cards. That's
mm-hmm,
why it's push your luck because as long as you keep playing cards and you don't fall down from your skateboard,
mm-hmm.
then the rewards will be better because you are improving. You're a
Mm,
badass skater, and then you are boosting your abilities in a better
interesting.
way. And then
What's the main board?
we moved to the surprisingly brew is not in my top five. Spoiler, Adrian. I love brew, but it's terrible that we don't. I mean, I will talk about that later. Let me keep explaining the game right quick, and then we move to
Okay.
the second phase of the game, and you just pretty much are traveling through the city with your skater meeple and trying to collect some um, these well not these some
Mm-hmm,
tokens, and those tokens will give you rewards as well. The point is you try to reach all these corners, or all the corners, because this is all of these are corners,
yep.
and you're
You
trying
start at the
to
center.
visit all these six corners on the city. And if you
Okay.
do, you will be reward I mean you will earn a lot of points at the end of the game. So
Interesting.
not only playing it's like you're playing two games in one, because at
Okay.
the beginning you thought like, okay, just a push your luck game, but not. Then you move to the second phase of the game, and you are actually it's like it's not a worker placement per se, but kind of, because
Mm,
you are moving your meeple throughout the city trying to collect these tokens and visiting, and you can boost your movement with certain other abilities that you are doing here, like the number of cars of the type of car you play is the number or
mhm.
the type of movements that you will have in the second phase of the game. So that's why I like it. It's really nice. And I think if you want me to play this game, I will always say yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
You
very
know what?
interesting.
I gotta say, a lot of their later, or not later, but newer games from these recent years, like Skater
Hmm.
Summer and like Space, what was it? Wild Space.
Hmm.
They have a an art that to me feels very non-serious, so a bit maybe
Okay,
childish, not so
like
it makes me feel like the game is, not as complicated and kind of like lighter. But
okay,
then, but
okay.
then when you describe them, you're like, oh wow, I mean,
No,
this is
yeah,
like a
definitely.
medium, maybe light, but medium, reaching
And
medium
I
level.
honestly think this is a medium heavy game.
Yeah, exactly. So then I don't get that from the mood or the art that the game is giving me.
That
You
happened
see
exact
that? That might be
that
why I'm
that
missing out
happened
on all these games.
that happened exactly. I mean that exactly happened to me, because from what it's like I look at the cover, then I I turned back the box. I was like, okay, yeah, why not? Let's play it.
Right.
Man,
But once you
it's
got the mechanics, you were like,
it's
oh, this is good.
really nice. And
Ah,
I ended playing the game because I watched a review from C Garcia from the Dice Tower, and he said that it was a
shout out
great
to
game.
Garcia.
Yeah, I know you're watching us as well.
He's watching. He's a fan of the podcast.
Woo! I know. Um, yeah, and he recommended the game, and I'm always with the people as he is. I just follow his advice, and I really like it.
Subscribe to
Not
his
because
channel.
he like it, I truly enjoy the game. Truly enjoy.
Gotcha. All
Mhm.
right. Well,
Let's move to
another
your
one
number two.
to look
Mhm,
after. My number
mhm.
two is the one that you mentioned earlier
Of course, I knew it.
about traveling to the future and traveling to the
Mhm.
past and trying to kill your nemesis, your rival.
Your rival. Okay. Okay.
That is That Time You Kill Me. And I talked about it a couple
Kill me.
episodes ago. I got a chance to play it quite a bit with my brother. It is a game where it looks like a chessboard, and there is a past, a present, and a future. And the whole game goal of the game is to eliminate the other player's copies. So you can have multiple copies of yourself. So in this picture, the trophy-looking component is your characters or copies of your character, and then the elephant and the statue, the head statue, those are from the mini expansions or modules that the game offers. So the
Mm,
game teaches you the base rules, and it's very simple. And then it has three modules of other like rules and components that you can add to the experience to make it even a bit more enriched, I guess, more
mhm.
tactical. But
Okay.
really, all you have to do to eliminate the other player is to push them off the board. You literally just
Okay.
move your pawn and you move into their space to push them in that direction, and you
Okay.
have to push them off the board.
Mhm.
That's how you kill them. But after you take a turn in one of the boards, so either the present, past, or the future,
Mhm.
you have to move your triangle marker that you see in the back, the white triangle marker that's on the ground.
Okay.
You have to move that to a different timeline, not timeline, but different tense, either the past or the future or whatever. You cannot stay in the same one.
Hmm.
So that's the interesting part about it, because you are fighting you're fighting not at the same time. You're like, okay, he's about to push me here, but
Mhm.
he won't be able to come back to this plane until like at least one more round. So
Okay.
I'm gonna go take care of something else over there, and when I'm done, I'm gonna come back to this one to defend myself.
Okay.
So
Okay.
you're always kind of chasing each other. It's very interesting and a lot more complicated in the sense of you have to consider all these possibilities that you can do um, if you travel across the multiple planes.
Play. Okay.
And yeah,
Okay.
Dante definitely caught up to this game a lot faster than I did. We
Okay.
we we were like, I'll win one game and then he'll win the next one, and then I'll win and then he'll win and then he'll win and then he'll win and then he'll win. And I was like, I was like, okay, I get it. You got the game. Uh,
Okay.
but yeah, it was a nice surprise. I
Okay.
really liked
Okay.
it. If you like abstracts and
It's
tactical games, kind of like chess,
chess alike.
then
Okay. Chess alike. And it's
this
a
is the game for
two-player
you.
game. Yeah. 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 Like
It
a
is a
yeah.
two specific. Yep. And it
Because
does play that fast. You can play in 15, 30 minutes.
okay.
It's
Okay.
really
Good to
just
know.
as long as it takes you to make a decision. Yeah,
Okay.
but the rules are easy.
Okay. So first of all, I thought this game was a cooperative game at the
Mm-mm.
beginning.
This is what you like. This is competitive sadistic.
Competitive sadistic game. Yeah. So
Yeah,
I put it on the
violent.
list.
You're
And
literally trying to kill your opponent.
yeah, and I'm wondering if this game will, there is some games. Have you played or have you heard about? I'm pretty sure you haven't played but have you heard about this game from what's the name? Yeah, I totally
Pandasaurus
forget.
games.
No, it's not from Pandasaurus, but it's kind of when you play games like this. I was wondering if you can also play in teams, like two against two v
Mm,
two. I don't know,
maybe they
maybe.
have no rules about it, but
Mm-hmm. Yeah. From
uh,
what I'm saying, from what you're saying, I was just curious about it because
yeah,
I know some games that may work in the same tenure that you mentioned, and
yep.
they are also like a team team games. Anyway,
Okay,
good to know. Good
interesting.
to know. And
Yeah,
and I think you put it in the number two because this experience that you had with your brother and
it was
the
very
way.
special. I got my butt kicked, and it
Aww.
was very special.
Aww.
Very special butt kicking.
Hmm. Okay,
Hmm.
perfect. Good. Let's go and move to the position of honor, right?
Position of honor.
Yeah, the number one of ones.
Número uno.
Number uno, yes, sir. And for me, I mean, I think you have already figured it out because I
The
spoiled
mind.
a little bit. You're
The mind for sure.
you keep doing terrible reading my mind. So it's the wolves,
The wolves.
wolves,
The
yes, sir.
dogs.
The pre dogs,
The wild dogs.
the wild dogs.
Oh
Yes.
man. As soon as I saw
Mhm.
this game come out, I was like, I want it. I wanna play it.
I want it. Take it.
I
If
gotta
you
have it.
want it, like the song says, if you want it, take it.
Take it
Uh, take
from
it.
the store and
Take it
run.
from the store. Yes. Um, the Wolves. The Wolves is a game, an area control game, but at the same time, um, it's not. Yeah, it's just area
Set
control game.
collection.
Yeah, it's area control
Just area
game, but
control. I mean, it
the
makes sense. Very thematic.
yeah, indeed. I mean, actually, it's really thematic because some of the actions that you can perform, you can do it just the exact way a pack of wolves do,
Wood.
like hunting. So a wolf never hunt alone; they
Yeah.
always hunt in a pack. So in order to hunt a prey, you have to have at least three wolves surrounding a prey.
The prey.
So
Okay.
I mean, clever.
Yeah.
Then
That's cool.
all these tokens are moon tokens. So because wolves and the
Yes.
game the game
Werewolves.
the game will end when the full moon um, is completely covered on the
Uh,
track
that's when the
by
wolves go to sleep.
yep. Well, maybe the owl when the full moon. And as you can
Yes.
see here, you will have some tiles with terrain tiles. So these tiles represent the actual terrains that you can find in the board, and depending on which terrain tiles you use,
Hmm.
then those will be the actions that you will be allowed to do in your turn. Like if you want to move to a certain terrain, you will flip the tile with that terrain, and then you can move to that terrain in the board.
So
But the interesting twist here is when you turn a tile, then you will not have the same terrain type on the
now it's
tile.
in a
You will,
different one.
yeah, it will
Oh, that's cool.
change. So
So
at
you
that
have to work
point,
around your restriction of terrain.
at that point, then you will have to plan your turns in advance because maybe you're trying to move, but you really want this terrain to have it available for future turns or for
Hmm.
certain actions. So it's that's why I love the game. Is the way you need to plan your turns, and you know what's the thing that I love the most in this game is
Mm.
really sadistic because you can. I mean, I know this game doesn't have to be like that, but I always
Well,
play
you
the
like
same
doing it.
way. Yes, because
What is it?
you can convert other wolves to your pack. So
What?
you
Steal
exactly
other people's
you can steal
doggos?
the wolves. Yeah, so
That's
that's
messed
why.
up.
That's what I like. And not only that, because you can also steal these little pieces. What's they called?
Part of poop.
Hold on, no, they're not poop. Lures, lures. No,
Layers.
lures are the
The
other one.
dance.
Yeah, the dents. So you can also steal or change the color of
Mm.
replace the dents from other players
Mm.
to yours, and then that makes the game just like really competitive, really sadistic, really trying to. It's a really ferocious battle to gain presence in certain in the scoring tiles, and then it's just amazing. I mean
How many
that
players?
it's up to 4 players. I think 4 or 5 players. I think five players.
What does
Five
the
players.
player that gets their doggo converted get for compensation? Nothing.
No, I don't know. What
Tears.
No. Well, you have like every time you. This is also a game that you are trying to put as many pieces from your board into the main board.
Of course, yeah. Some area
One,
control.
one. The main reason is because as many pieces you put it in the board, you are gaining presence, more presence in the board. Uh-huh. And
Wow.
what
Yeah, so
you want to
addressing
read?
this on
Yeah,
the
read
BGE,
some comments. I know you are laughing. Read it.
I am, yeah.
Hmm.
They're all over the place. So Raciel is making some strong comments against the Mask Meeple.
No, really. What do you say, the little
He
bitch?
says that he doesn't have what it takes to win the Wolves
Oh,
without help.
no, that's actually what he does. He has another. We have another friend that is always like, they are two always trying to
Always
make me.
against the
Yeah,
Mask
it's
Meeple.
against the masked people all the time. But even though I support it, I mean, I resist. Always try to, just trying to do my best and whatever. But against other players, I'm merciless. I'm merciless. That's what it
Merciless.
is.
Damn.
That's
Well,
what it
you
is.
know what? I
Mhm.
think that we should all open a table on BGE and
Yeah, why
see
not?
what
And tear,
happens.
and tear you apart. That's
All right,
what's
Raciel,
going to happen.
open a table.
Now.
Now.
Go ahead, open the table
Live. We're gonna
now.
play live.
Yeah, live. We are going to play, of
You know
course.
what? Open a table. Next week we're gonna revisit how it went.
Hmm. Exactly.
There you go.
How much blood it was spilled.
How much blood?
And yeah, that's
How
why
many?
that's why this game is my number one for now. I just want to mention that I know there will be some upcoming releases this year. Some of
Mhm.
those are really calling my attention, very
No, yeah.
powerful, but I don't want to generate any more expectations until I have
Mm.
played those games. But for now, maybe if we revisited this episode
Oh
or
yeah.
doing
Oh, for sure. We'll have to
maybe,
update with the new games,
yeah, it would
or
be
maybe our opinions have changed. Yeah,
probably.
I think from
Hmm.
all the ones I have not played
Hmm.
from Pandasaurus,
Hmm.
the Wolves is among the very top that I want to try, and their classics, which is Dinosaur World and Dinosaur Island. I have not played them, and they're such
Hmm.
iconic games from them that I feel like I need to play them. I'm not surprised. Have you played them?
I only have played Dinosaur World, and
Or
I
not?
think it's an okay game for me.
Oh, okay.
That's why I
That's
think
how
it
you
will
feel
be
about
in
it.
my top 10 on the maybe, and it's a
Fair
maybe.
enough.
Maybe.
All right. So then to finish off, I'll tell you my number one. The
Yeah.
very best, the
Last
very
recommendation.
most unique.
Last
It's
recommendation.
actually
Hold
the
on.
title.
Hold on.
It's what's
The
up?
only recommendation here, if you are gonna play this game with other players that already played the game, you should first at least read the rules. Otherwise, they will rip you apart. That's my only advice.
I
Okay.
mean, you should do that with all the games
Yeah, but
as a
especially
rule.
with games like this, that's my
Oh yeah,
advice.
the
Take it if you want
statistic
it.
ones, the mean ones.
Anyway, yeah. Tell me
Um,
what's your number one?
yeah. So my number one,
Mhm.
the title is named after a Mexican state, and
So no way,
It's a
no,
disc flicking game,
no, no
which is
way,
also
no way,
combined with
no way.
roll and write. Well, it's like flick and write, I guess.
They can write, yes, I
Flick and write.
know. That's a huge surprise for me, honestly.
It is. Oh,
hundred
full of
percent.
surprises.
Sonora.
Sonora. La Sonora.
Wow, la
Yeah.
Sonora
Yeah.
Dinamita.
I like
Wow.
it's a fun game. I think it's a
Okay.
fun game. I don't have a lot of like disc flicking, I guess dexterity games.
This one.
But it's a mechanisms that I think it's fun,
Okay.
especially when none of the players is like an expert on knowing how to flick a disc and having it land where you want it, because most of the time most of the players are just like, oh, I want to get it there, and then they just throw
Hmm.
it somewhere else. And even if they're really good, you can always the other people can push your token, so it's fun.
Mhm.
It's just fun chaos.
Okay.
uh and it's very simple. Yeah, you're just flicking your discs, and then depending on where they land on that board, you're gonna be able to do things on your with
This
yeah, in your personal board.
on your sheet.
So yeah, they're like mini games
Okay.
that there will be giving you points differently on each one of those mini games. Um, Yeah,
Okay.
that's pretty simple.
Wow.
It's been a while since we have played, but yeah, Hale and I enjoyed playing this one.
Okay. Okay. You have a physical copy of this
I
game?
have a physical copy. Yes, sir.
Another surprise.
Another
So,
surprise.
wow. Wow. Um, I have to say I have my reserves on this game because
Yeah.
I'm not into dexterity games. Probably because
Mm,
I haven't played that many games that I would like to.
you need to
But
flick more discs.
especially these kind of games. I mean, for me, like flicking disc. But you mentioned one. You remember back in?
Yeah,
I think it
yeah.
was one of.
We
I don't
another one
remember the
is
name of the game, but
Catacombs.
catacombs. Yeah.
It's like a dungeon crawler where one player is the evil player pushing all the monster discs against the
Mm,
heroes, and the heroes have their own disc and they are trying to defeat the enemies. And you go by rooms that have better monsters, and
mhm.
obviously there's going to be a final boss. And if they defeat it, then the heroes win.
Right.
If the the evil player defeats the heroes, then he wins
Yeah.
or she
Makes
wins.
sense.
Yeah, of course.
But I would like to say that games like these, you should think that you're playing these kind of games just like you say for fun.
Yeah,
Just
I
for
mean,
it
you
doesn't
want to
matter if
play
you
all the
win or
games
lose.
for fun.
It, no, not ever.
Some games are for crying and suffering.
Exactly. Yes, it's for honor.
Exactly, for
No,
honor.
but especially these kind of games,
Hmm.
I think that you should play it just or
It's life, right? Not taken
knowing
too seriously.
knowing that you're just having chaos. It's not a
Yeah,
strategy. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong,
there
but you
could
don't have.
be.
You're not going to have like a strong strategy. It's more about how how good you do during the game or how good you have your
Yeah, your
abilities.
strategy
Probably.
was no. It's more like
Mm,
chaos went your way. You got lucky, kind of thing.
exactly.
It's
Uh,
just especially with this flick disking, flick disc,
mhm, Like
flick and
this
disc
game.
game.
Like this
It's
game.
quite
This.
crazy because a lot of times you have like, oh, this is easy. You have the disc that you have to hit in front
Mhm.
of you. Like there is no way you miss. There is no way anyone can do it with their eyes closed. And then the person goes and flicks it away from it, and it's so funny.
You
It's
see,
so funny. It's so funny.
just
Um,
just
and
just
there
by
are other
mentioning
times
it.
where there's like, oh yeah, this there is no way. The other disc is so far away and it's behind like an obstacle. There's no way you're gonna hit it. And then who knows
You
what
hit
happens, but you hit it, and you're like, everyone's like, oh damn.
it.
It's full of emotions all
Exactly.
around, which is it's refreshing.
You know what?
From
It sounds fun.
yeah, it is. I think it is,
I
and I think
should
you should
try
try
it
it.
sometime just for fun. You know?
Yeah, I mean
Ah,
the ultimate disc flicking game that I want to try is Crokinole. The circular. Crokinole?
no, no clue.
Crokinole.
No
No.
clue. No, no clue.
Type it. Type it. Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe. Yeah.
And
Maybe there.
just okay. I'll do. What? Spell it.
C R
Hmm.
O
Hmm.
Cro and then K I
A
Cro.
crocon.
Oh,
Okay,
there.
I got it.
There you go.
This one? Really?
Yeah. Yeah. It's just a
Okay.
wooden board. It's circular, but you have actual like bigger size discs, and it's a usually a two-player game, and you're trying to put your disc in the center, and you just get
Okay.
points for that. Uh, but
Okay.
this is like the ultimate disc flicking game.
Okay.
This is the ultimate disc flicking game.
Okay. So okay.
But it's getting that board is expensive. I mean, because it's supposed to be made of like really good quality wood, so that the
Wait.
discs can slide. Um,
Okay.
But yeah, yeah. Anyway,
Okay.
Sonora, my number one from Pandasaurus game, based on the games I have played from them. I think if there were all these other games I haven't played, then my list will be different.
I don't want to criticize your choices, but I'll honestly think that you are missing a lot of good games along the way.
I
Just by
I
putting
don't
Sonora
disagree
number
with you.
one. Of course you do,
I
but
don't disagree
this
with
is
you.
why we're doing this podcast, just to have conflict and disruption.
Yes.
Interesting,
Yeah.
interesting.
Well,
And
there you
you know what?
go.
This I think this is the very first top that we don't have any crossovers.
We did not have a single crossover.
Wow! Wow!
How
Boom!
how dare you not put the mine in your top five?
Wow! So we
Shame on you.
mentioned 10 different games in the top
We did.
Okay, people, this doesn't happen very often, so
That's rare.
joy is for you.
Enjoy it.
You're welcome. Anyway, so let's move to the last part of the episode.
Adri says next year you'll have better perspective.
Of course, no, well, I don't know.
Well, if we
I have
play
my
all these
reserves
games that we
opinion.
promised to play on PG, then
Hmm.
yeah,
Why not? Okay,
why
so
not?
let's move to the last part of the podcast. My dear father of
Chismecito.
ice cream, what do you have for the chismecito?
Fathers of Ice Cream
What do you
brings
have
you
for
excellent
dessert?
news.
Oh, really?
Oh yes,
Finally, finally.
finally, finally.
Mm.
Father of Ice Creams comes to tell you that
It's the
what's the
worst
game? Oh, where is it?
nickname ever. Anyway,
The trending game from Martin Wallace, Bloodstones, right
blood.
now, and the top, the
Mm-hmm.
hottest game right now. Uh, that's a game I've been wanting to try out. It was on Kickstarter a while ago, and I was planning on having it on the live stream for playing. Uh, but it was a bit intimidating. It's an area control, asymmetric, abstract kind of game, but it looked very interesting, and it was also very expensive on the Kickstarter.
Okay.
So I'm excited. I'm excited to see if we can get it played online.
Bloodborne, you say, right?
Bloodstones.
Bloodstone. That's a Bloodborne from Eric Lang. No.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, that one's
Okay. Bloodstone.
good old
Okay.
Seaman.
Okay. Yeah. Mhm,
Um,
yeah. All plastic, you said.
all plastic. No, this is
Uh,
all. It's not plastic. It looks like domino pieces.
okay.
So I don't know if they're like acrylic, glass, or maybe they're plastic, and they
Okay.
just look different. But there is also a
Okay.
potential Kickstarter arriving at
Okay.
the home of the Fire of Ice Creams.
Oh, really? Which one?
Yeah, so an Awakened Realms game that I backed like 3 or 4 years ago, maybe three.
Hmm.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, oh yeah,
Okay, let me share with you right quick what you were talking about Bloodstone. So I should have a take a look on this one. Looks really nice.
oh yeah. From Mr.
Bloodstone.
Martin Wallace,
Yeah,
designer of
that's
the
guaranteed.
top game in the
Brass,
BGG.
brass, just for it.
Brass,
Brass, for God's sake, brass.
brass.
Oh, look at this.
Yeah,
Hmm.
it's very,
Um,
very.
what's the other game
You,
from Martin Wallace that is also area control?
Martin
I know.
Wallace. He has a lot of games.
Yeah, I know. Hold on.
Our
The
friend
Victorian, the
Josh
Victorian, yeah,
likes
the Victorian one.
Nantinarking,
1990. Thank you.
which I really enjoyed too when we played it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Um,
Look at this. Good.
yeah, yeah. This is really cool.
Mm-hmm.
I really want to play it.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's all I got. That's all the news I got.
Okay. Good. Um, let me try to get the name of, well, not the name, but the screen for that one. But I just received a small game over the weekend.
A game,
That game caught my attention for two reasons. One is very portable, and I um
the
these
mind.
kind of games, these wallet games. There had some games that I really like played.
I know which one.
You know which one?
I'm a
And you
fan of the
know,
Mask Meeple on Instagram, so I know.
yes, that one. And why I was really excited about the game is because the designer of this game
The same
is the same
as your favorite box on the wall.
and I
The
would like to
same as
share
the
with you.
dog training game.
Hmm. It's a game that will be released soon. It's Pixie,
Picky Pixie.
Pixie. So,
Picky Pixie.
uh, the small car game
Hmm.
from none other than Elizabeth Hargrave,
Elizabeth Hargrave.
which called my attention because you know I'm I'm not consider myself like in fan number one,
You are.
thanks to Mariposas,
The disappointment.
but I mean there is always room for improvement, and I mean the Fox experiment and the Wingspan for God's
Have you
sake.
played Undergrove, the mushroom one that came out
No, I
recently?
have not, but I hope to
It's
have
on
played it.
BGE. You should play it. I'm playing with Adrian.
Why don't? Okay, yeah, Andrew, please create a table with that. I'll be willing to play that game as well.
It's very interesting.
You played the game?
No, we have done 2 rounds, but it's very interesting.
Okay, okay.
So how is this one? Is this a collection or
No,
matching?
I'm just saying. I'm just saying that I'm excited. I'm not saying that I
Oh,
have played already. I'm just saying that I'm excited because of the design of
oh,
the game. Come on.
oh.
And yeah,
Okay.
I'm bringing to the Chismecito section because this is the
Hmm.
game I want to talk about next week because I'm pretty
Oh.
sure that I will play maybe tomorrow or one of these days before Monday. And I would like to share my thoughts because I was very curious about this bad ranking here. So I just
Well,
wanted to, you know,
interesting. Yeah.
make sure if is this bad or not. Um, we'll see.
Hmm.
We'll see. I will share my thoughts about the game next week. But
Okay.
I just want to mention that I received it. I really appreciate. Thank you to Budun Shai Games that
Sponsor
send me
Masito.
sponsor. Yes, I they have sent a lot of games
Very
for
good.
me to try, and this is this last one. I mean, just wanted to try and see what happened.
All right.
So
All right.
yeah, that's what I
Excellent.
have. It's
Very good.
literally chismecito, small one.
Chismecito.
Chismecito
Chismes.
chiquito. Anyway,
Excellent then. Well, I
anyway,
think that was an exciting episode. We got to talk
was
about many, many different games.
mhm.
We got to be
And
joined by the excellent presence of Adri and Raciel. Thank you guys for
mhm.
joining us today and
Yeah,
our
we are giving at least Rachel some exposure. You're welcome.
exposure
Yeah,
to the
well,
sun,
not to the to him,
to him,
to the world.
to the world.
Yeah.
Very good,
Um.
very good.
Yeah. So you're welcome. You're welcome. And
Yeah.
yeah, but anyway, thank you for being here. No,
Mhm.
there will be also more people watching the episode along the week and in upcoming weeks. So, but thank you
Yep.
for watching.
Thank you,
We're
everyone.
always here for you. Axel promising to keep the tree and the pretty ugly sweater next week as well. You
If
know,
you keep watching, I'll keep wearing it. That's it.
for every episode that he's wearing the sweater, it will be more valuable. You know,
Yeah,
so
the more I wear this, the more valuable it
the more
becomes.
valuable it will become. So yeah,
Yeah. Maybe
find
when we
some.
get to 1,000 episodes, one lucky subscriber will get it.
Mhm. And he will never watch the sweater. So
Never.
if you
It,
receive the
the
sweater,
value goes
it
down
will
when
smell
you.
exactly as that you think. It will be smelly as you think. Mhm, mhm, mhm.
See, Raciel says that my background and sweater
He's
is amazing.
sarcasm.
See,
He's using sarcasm right now.
no, no, he's speaking from the heart.
Uh-huh.
He's speaking to the father's
His
eyes.
heart is black. His heart is putrid. But anyway, let's
I believe
let's
in you,
let's
Raciel.
let's just say goodbye to our audience for
Goodbye.
this week. Thank you for being here. It's been another
Goodbye,
great
beautiful people. Thank
time,
you for joining
another
us.
great episode.
Have fun. Play some games. Join us. Join us next Monday.
Play some games, then just try to, as Axel do.
If you don't know what to play, just play Ark Nova. You know.
That's a terrible advice. Okay,
Bye.
thank you. Bye. Bye.